Hey everyone, we're live at the Paste Studio in New York with Wintersleep right now. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man. It's a big weekend for you guys. You're going to go play the Underwater Sunshine Festival at Rockwood. You're on stage 2 at 10:15 on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Should be a lot of fun. I'll be there. I'll see you. I'll see you then. And In the Land of, the record is out in the world right now. We're going to hear 2 songs from it, and we're going to hear 2 from across the catalog. Can you tell us what's coming up first?
All right. This is a song called Forest Fire. Yeah. That's a kind of a love song written around in the summer. I think kind of during, I guess there's still forest fires all over the happening as we speak.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of using some of that imagery. And yeah.
Fire burning effervescent through the night. I was a drunken pirate looking for a light. You were the wind at night, effortlessly blowing. I will burn you in my mind. I will burn you in my mind. You were the dead of night, burning in the embers of my eyes. I was a distant light, shimmering after light. You in the pre-dawn light, gleaming, ever dreaming. I will love you for all time. I will love you for all time. The way I feel for you, my love forever true. The way I feel for you, you have burned through my defenses. The way I feel for you, my love forever blooms. The way I feel for you, you've devoured all my senses. You were a forest fire. 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 You were a forest fire.
All right, that sounds great, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Can we talk a little bit more about the causes that are near and dear to your heart? I mean, everything is on fire in California right now. It doesn't feel like we're in a particularly healthy phase of this planet right now. I mean, the website on wintersleep.com right now, there's just a bunch of trash floating around in the ocean, and it's not an encouraging state of affairs. Can you talk a little bit about the causes, environmental and otherwise? I know you guys are partnered with War Child as well.
Yeah. That's definitely a charity that we really love. It's a organization that provides children in war zones with education and just trying to get them into a good place in life. So that's one that we've just recently partnered with. I mean, a lot of the songs on the record, they kind of have a lot of like just a reference to climate crisis and that kind of thing through just I don't know, it's throughout the whole record it's kind of referenced in that way and just general it's a bad state of affairs right now.
Yeah, what do you think is a wise choice, or what are you guys doing aside from the important work of writing songs about it and spreading awareness about it? I mean, what do you think is a wise thing for people to do in order to get involved with causes that work to combat the effects of climate change, of literally anything that's messed up with the world? What do you think is smart for people to do to actually get involved?
I think starting kind of small and trying to like support local businesses as much as you possibly can, and I guess like with a band it's difficult because you're always touring a lot. So but for us, we're trying to like just minimize the amount of like plastic and just general things that I know in our daily lives. I think that's kind of an important step that is good that you can do. That's kind of you can do right away, and
yeah, dude. And that mindfulness of not using plastic cups when you have the option to drink out of a mason jar is like that mindfulness spreads to other aspects of your life. So it is, no matter how small it is, it matters.
Yeah, totally.
Nice. So there is a lot more music happening. You guys are going to do what's coming up next? Is it one from In the Land Of?
Yeah, it's another one from In the Land Of, and it's I guess this one started out being kind of as you talked about just about the plastic garbage patch and the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. So that was kind of the original kind of I guess idea that I was thinking about when I was writing the lyrics for it. It's called Never Let You Go. Actually, I should probably put it in the right key. There we go. All right, cool.
Smoke on the horizon, yeah, I'm still surviving. A flicker, a moment, I won't let it die yet. I had a vision that we live forever, had a vision there was nothing after death. The garbage of 100,000 years floating through the great Pacific of our heads. Go ahead now,
I'll never let you go.
Scream and shout,
I'll never let you go.
Go ahead now,
I'll never let you go.
The moon's out,
I'll never let you go.
Go ahead now,
I'll never let you go.
Scream and shout, and go ahead now. I had a dream I was a member of
Fabricate a paranoid community.
I can't communicate with friends and family.
I can't communicate with anybody.
We are the makers of our own reality. We are the stitches of our own unraveling.
Take.
We'll take our ever new religion with a dead morality. Go ahead now,
I'll never let you go.
scream and shout. Go ahead now,
I'll never let you go.
the moon's out. Go ahead now, scream and shout. Go ahead now, the moon's out. Face to face, this is a life you crave. Virtue is true, you are your own mistake. Burn it up. Never let you go. Go ahead now, scream and shout.
right, thank you. So you guys got a bit of the spiel about what this is, what you're sitting in front of, all these tapes that you're sitting in front of right now, and it's like it's especially gratifying for me to show off all these things to people who very clearly care about this stuff deeply. Yeah. I mean, everybody cares, but it's very clear that you guys deeply care about it. So it's awesome for me to show off this entire collection. And since we're sitting in this music museum, church, whatever it is that we're in the middle of, can you talk a little bit about the bands who have been important to you and who have influenced you? And also, it's important to note that your tape is right here. I'm glad that it's here, and I got to show you your tape from 2010 because it's physically here right now. Who are some of the bands that have been important to you?
Yeah, I don't know. Just looking, I mean, I guess it's going to be inspired by the stuff that I've seen on the walls here. Talking Heads is a huge inspiration for, I think, everyone in our band.
And that was from the Heatwave Fest in 1980 was where that tape was recorded. And that's where the Elvis Costello, Pretenders, and B-52s were all from, I don't know what city it was in Canada, but a Canadian festival in 1980.
Right. That is amazing. Another one, like we just saw a Tom Petty one, which is like Bruce Springsteen, Tom Petty. Tom Petty, we pretty much specifically referenced Tom Petty in our last record, the production of our last record. We're just like, all right, let's do the guitars exactly like Jeff Lynne.
The Wilburys record?
The Wilburys record, yeah. We always reference it.
I made I don't know, this is interesting, but I'm going to say it anyway. Tweeter and the Monkey Man. You remember that song from that record? In Jersey, anything's legal as long as you don't get caught.
Oh, yeah.
And like 3 live streams ago, that was referenced. So let's keep it rolling and continue to reference the Traveling Wilburys at all times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bowie, yeah.
Yeah, the Bowie tape is sitting next to the John Lennon tape.
Oh, I didn't
even see that one.
They're right behind you. White spines right behind you.
Yeah, it's funny. We've been sitting in here for like an hour now, and I'm still seeing new stuff every 2 seconds. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, and this is a living history play, so your session is about to become part of this. So as soon as you wrap, I'll edit it into a couple of different videos, and then it gets uploaded. So Wintersleep lives right next to Johnny Winter.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Seems cool.
Well,
Johnny Winter.
Thank you guys for coming and doing this. I mean, it sounded great so far, and there's still 2 more songs coming. Can you tell us what you're going to do third today?
Yeah, this is a song from the record that we totally referenced Tom Petty completely in every song, but it's a song called Amerika, and yeah. Seeing as we're in America, good one to play maybe, or a really bad one to play. I don't know. Ready? Yeah.
Mother, don't be sad. Think of the time we had. The moment's truer now. It won't last. I don't wanna wave goodbye. Shout out 1,000 times. I love you till the moment dies. What am I gonna do? I can't survive on my America. If the worst is true, is it just a waste of time? What am I trying to find? Are you alive? Oh, my America. Perennial with the earth and freedom, love and law and life. Perennial with the earth, my freedom. I don't wanna die. Swimming in an unmade cloud, drinking in a formal gown. You tell me that you love to dance, but you don't know how. It doesn't mean that we can't try. Fix me in your twilight eyes so we can make a moment last. What am I gonna do? I can't survive on my America. If the worst is true, is it just a waste of time? What am I trying to find? Are you alive? Oh, my America. Perennial with the earth and freedom, love and law and life. Perennial with the earth, my freedom. I don't wanna die. Perennial with the earth and freedom, love and law and life. Perennial with the earth, my freedom. I don't wanna die.
All right, thank you guys. Man, we are stoked that you've made this part of your New York trip, excuse me,
God.
and your New York
honor.
trip extends to at least Saturday because you're at the Underwater Sunshine Festival at Rockwood Music Hall, and we have with us right now curator of the Underwater Sunshine Fest, Mr. Adam Duritz. Thank you for coming. And Barbara, producer of the festival, Barbara is here just off screen as well. And can you tell us more about how the festival came to be and what we can expect from this year?
Well, a bunch of friends and I used to work on a different festival called Outlaw Roadshow, and when that fell apart, we stopped doing it, and we got together about a year later at Barbara's wedding, and we all just got to talking about how we really missed doing it and wanted to do it again, and we started Underwater Sunshine then. I already had the podcast going, and we all decided to use the name again. The idea has always just been to make a free music festival, to make it as easy as possible for people to come and find their new favorite bands. You know, we just wanted to promote a lot of indie music, find bands we liked. I mean, we're all geeks. We were going to be sitting around talking about music, trying to convince people to listen to it anyways. It's just a way of doing it in an organized fashion, sort of. I don't know. It's been really great. We've done 3 in the last year and a half. Well, this will be the 3rd. I think we're going to keep trying to we did the first one, and we're like, hey, let's not wait a year. Let's do it every 6 months, which is proven to be chaotic.
Yeah, I bet.
But
Dude, this
cool.
is amazing. I just found it. So I've been aware of it for a little bit, but I just found out that this is a free thing. I mean, that's amazing that the lineup that you put together exists for free. It's outstanding, and I really appreciate that it exists. I don't have a question. I'm just heaping praise.
Well, we just kind of felt like people are not as motivated to go learn about new music anymore. There's so many things in life that'll just give you exactly what you want, but it's hard to, when you're getting exactly what you want, it's hard to find things you don't know yet because you don't know you want them, you know? So new music's hard, and people aren't as motivated to like go discover because they can always just pop up Spotify, which is great for some things, but not so much for discovery. So we made this festival, and you know, we've tried to keep it free so that we could really encourage people to come.
Yeah.
Because you know, a lot of the bands they've never heard of. So we do. Wintersleep is probably the exception to that for a lot of these bands. We write essays every week about the bands and try and promote their music, their videos, get people to discover them there, and then come and see them. We talk about it on the podcast a lot. We just kind of, well, like I said, it's kind of a public geeking out is really what
Nice.
it is for us, I think.
Well, so these missions, the Underwater Sunshine mission and the Paste Studios missions are very much aligned. I mean, that's what we're doing here all the time. We just built a studio down in Atlanta. They live stream 3 times a day. We live stream 3 times a day, and that's the entire thing is, hey, look at this band. You got to know about this band.
Yeah.
But never do we pretend as though the digital representation of it is the thing, because it's not. This is like an advertisement for the live show. You have to leave your house and go watch shows. Like as much as I love what we do here, this is proximity to reality. It's not the thing. You have to leave your house. You can't digitize beer and sweat and humanity. You have to go see shows. So man, have a great one on Saturday.
It's more intertwined than you think, because I'd personally discover a lot of the bands for the festival by going to the streaming filming things. This, Audio Tree, Wild Honey Pie.
Yeah.
Looking for bands by watching exhaustively everything. My girlfriend's like, "You're still sitting in front of the computer." I left for school 8 hours ago. Like, it's work? Yeah, it's work. Yeah, it's work, yeah.
Yeah, dude, me too. I'm at work right now, and we're just hanging out, having a little bit of Jameson Irish whiskey and listening to bands in the middle of the day, man. It's
a great way to
good
make a
one.
living if you can get it.
It is. Permit me one digression. So I didn't tell you this story. Adam, you and I have met before, and it was at a barn in the middle of Iowa.
In Maquoketa?
In Maquoketa, yeah.
At Codfish Hollow.
So, dude, we were schlepping all this stuff, and it was like 100 degrees outside on the 4th of July in 2012, maybe.
Right, a
and
while ago.
you were just like, "Hey, man, can I help you move some of this stuff?" It's like, well, you're famous as shit. Like, you don't have to do any of that.
What were you moving?
Road cases, just gear, so much gear. And you saw us doing that and picked up all this stuff. It was like, dude, you don't yes, I am sick of carrying this stuff. Thank you. And you started sweating right alongside us, and it was outstanding. And I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know if you remember it or not.
But it was a 7-hour show, and I emceed it, so I was there the whole time. We played a 3-hour set at the end of the night and it's 100, 105, 110 outside
and inside
that day.
the barn.
Way hotter inside. It's still my favorite show of all time, but my crew has made it clear to me. A lot of my guys have worked for me the whole time, and they've made it clear to me they'll gut me. Maybe not just if we do it again, but immediately afterwards I was like, "That's the greatest thing we've ever done. We should do this every year." And my crew was like, "We will fucking kill you." We had to drive the semi here and then get off into pickup trucks and load all the equipment down to the barn from the farm. We will kill you.
Yeah.
I've been so scared. It's been 8 or 9 years and I haven't done it again. And I loved it. It was one of my favorite days ever. We picked all the bands because that whole tour that summer was the Outlaw Roadshow tour. We took bands that had been playing our indie festival and brought them out on the road.
Magnetic Fields,
It was Foreign Fields that day. Dave Godowski, Field Report, and Filliger. A lot of Fs.
That's right.
A lot of Fs, a lot of Wisconsin. A lot of Wisconsin, a lot of Fs right there.
Well, I bring that up for a point. I mean, the point of illustrating how awesome it was to have you schlepping all this shit that you didn't have to do illustrates your care to the process of doing all of this and the work that it takes in order to make it happen. And so that care is also apparent in Underwater Sunshine. And I'm going to see you there. I'm coming out tomorrow and the next day. And so, dude, thank you so much for coming through. And I'll see you guys on Saturday at Rockwood, Stage 2, 10:15. And it's happening.
I've clearly survived a long time in the record business by just coincidentally, at a few sparse moments, publicly not being a dick. And somehow that's all remembered. That was one of them. I have to. In all honesty, I did it when I was starting out. I haven't been schlepping gear much in recent years, but I'm gonna tell my crew that I did that day, and they're just gonna. We'll stab you anyways just for claiming that.
Well, that sticks out in my memory as like the biggest anti-dick moment of all time. Like no one's ever done that, but you did, and it was great, man.
Lucky those moments get remembered. You guys should play more.
All right, so you're gonna do a fourth song today. Can you tell us what's coming up last today?
It's gonna be a song called "Weighty Ghost," right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a kind of an older song from. Yeah, a record called Welcome to the Night Sky, and yeah.
So yeah, we'll shorten it.
I got down in bed today, swear to God couldn't see my face. I got down in bed today, staring at a ghost who forgot to float away. Didn't have all that much to say, wouldn't even tell me his own name and where my body goes. Well, where'd my body go? Africa, Mexico. Well, where'd my body go? can't kiss a thing that's already dead to leave my soul alone. I don't need no surgery. Take those knives away from me. Just wanna die in my own body. A ghost just needs a home. Whoa, have you seen my ghost? See my ghost, see my ghost. Oh, have you seen my ghost staring at the ground? Whoa, have you seen my ghost? See my ghost, see my ghost. Oh, have you seen my ghost? Sick of the goddamn cloud. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. Thanks, Adam.
All right. Dude, that sounded great, man. Thank you guys for coming through, and best of continued luck on In the Land Of. It's out in the world right now. And continue working philanthropically and socially mindedly. I know you're partnered with War Child. I just left a link in the comment section if people want to get involved with that charity. I think you guys are giving $1 from each ticket through Plus One,
for
right?
our shows, yeah. For our shows.
Nice.
Yeah. Not for the free ones.
You guys are not going out of pocket but for the ones where money is coming in, you're giving money,
I didn't mean
and
to
it's
say- I
outstanding,
sounded
man. It's-
incredibly grinchy right there. Not for the free ones. Anyway,
So, dude, thank you guys for coming here today, and have a great show at Rockwood. Underwater Sunshine is all day tomorrow, and the following day, you guys are on stage 2 at 10:15 at night on Saturday, and enjoy it. I'll see you there. Let's drink some Jameson Irish whiskey and talk about garbage and music.
sounds good.
Thanks, man.